The air filter you're using right now inside of your heating and cooling system of your home may actually be harming the system and not helping it. And you may also, likely, not be changing this filter as frequently as you should be. Well, there's some details that you need to know in order to understand what filter you should purchase and how often you should change that filter. And I'm going to break it all down for you right now. But first, let's clear up some terminology that people use and exchange and make sure we're on the same page. When someone says HVAC filter, air filter, furnace filter, AC filter, they're generally talking about the exact same thing. The filter that is in your HVAC system that sits in the return air path of that system to filter out dust, dirt, debris, anything floating through the air in your home so it doesn't get into your system. This is the system that heats your home when it's cold outside and cools your home when it's hot outside. It is the heart of your home and by far the most expensive internal system that you will ever replace inside of your home. So you need to take care of it. By the way, when I say HVAC, I'm talking about heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. That's what this system is, and I'm going to use that term a ton, so I just want to make sure we're on the same page. But let's address a common misconception when it comes to these filters. A lot of people think the filters are there in order to cut down on dust and allergens, pollen, anything floating through the air in your home. And while that is certainly a byproduct of the filter, depending upon what filter you choose, and we'll get there in a second, it's not the primary function. The number one function of these filters is to protect your HVAC system. The filter sits in the return air path of your system. Yours might be behind the return air vent in your home. Mine is right next to the air handler off to the side over here. And my return air comes in through this section, passes through the filter, and then goes into the core, into my air handler, where it's converted into either hot or cool air, depending upon what time of year it is. These filters are critical to the survival and really the ultimate age and length that your system gets to. So if you have the wrong filter in place, you can cause problems with the blower motor inside, with the evaporator coil freezing, and a whole host of other challenges. This is why it's important to understand these details, which leads me to detail number one, and that is the filter size. This is one of those times in life where size actually does matter. Because if your filter is not the right size, let's say it's too small, well, if it's too big, it's not going to fit in the location where it needs to go. But if it is too small, air will get around the side of the filter, dirty air, and go directly into the air handler of your system. So getting the size right is critical. Now you can pull the filter out of your existing system and hopefully it is the right size, and that will give you the number that you need. Right on the side of the filter, you will see those dimensions, length by width by thickness. This one is 16 by 20 by 1. It's a 1-inch filter. You may require a 4-inch filter, which is definitely a significant difference between this and a 1. All of this is going to vary dependent upon your system, so you need to get this detail right. If you're not sure what size to use and maybe the filter in your system is too small, go to the manufacturer's details and recommendations, and worst case scenario, you could just call your HVAC technician, whoever maintains the actual core of this for you on an annual basis, and they will tell you the exact size filter that you need. But if you get this detail wrong, your system is going to run longer and harder, and you might notice higher energy bills and other issues with your system. So get this detail right. The second detail, and this is one that I just did not know when we purchased our first home, and a lot of people don't know this when you go to purchase your air filters. You will notice that there is an MERV or MERV value on your filter. In a lot of cases, you'll see that it's actually printed right on the filter itself. But what does this mean? MERV stands for Minimum Efficiency Reporting Value. The higher the MERV number, the smaller the particle that it will filter out of your system. The higher the MERV number, though, the more resistance to airflow you have going into your system, and the harder that your air handler has to work to pull air through. Throughout your home, you have return air vents on your walls. They're usually down at the floor or maybe up at the ceiling. We have both in our home. That's where the air handler is pulling air in from your home, passing it through your filter, and then exchanging that into hot or cold air to push it back out into your home. The harder your air handler has to work, the shorter lifespan you're going to have with your system long term. So you want to make sure you're striking a good balance here with your filter. So what do the numbers mean? If you look at a MERV 1 through 4, this is a MERV 1 filter. You're going to filter out large dust particles. That's basically it. As you can see, this is a very thin filter. You can see me right through this darn thing. Do not buy a MERV 1 filter for your home, please. Once you get into MERV 5 through 8, now you're talking about dust, pollen, maybe some pet dander, filtering all of that out as the air comes back into your system. 5 through 8 is probably going to be the best sweet spot for your home, but you'll want to consult your manufacturer's documentation just to double check that you're picking a MERV value that your air handler can handle. We have MERV 8 filters throughout our home. That's what I always choose. You'll also notice that some of the filters might have some additional features. This one specifically is carbon activated, so if you have any odor issues in your home, this will help filter out those odors as it pulls that air into the system. Once you get above MERV 9, now you're really starting to filter out smaller particles. 9 through 11 usually will get down to like the smaller allergens, things of the sort. Once you get above 12, now you're talking about potentially filtering out bacteria, smoke. MERV 14 plus is considered hospital grade. This is a MERV 15 filter. This is a 4-inch thick filter. You're not seeing me, and I can barely see the light from my light through this filter. It is very restrictive from an airflow perspective, but it's going to filter a ton of stuff out of the air and protect your system very well from that dirty air. But the one detail to keep in mind when you're selecting your filter, your system needs air more than it needs ultra clean air. So I would highly recommend that you stay in that mid-range for your system unless your system is built to handle those higher MERV values. Then go for it. In our last home, we had a MERV 11 in our system at home, and it was a 4-inch filter. So with all of this said, how often should you be changing the filter in your system? Well, here's a general guide you can use. If you have a 1-inch thick filter, change it every 1 to 3 months. If you have a 4-inch thick filter, you will want to change this every 6 to 12 months. But there's some variables that play into this that will help you determine where you should be in that range. If you have pets in your home, if you have been doing renovations around the house that's generating construction dust, any situation that has an increased amount of stuff that your filter is going to have to filter out, go towards the lower end of that range. In our home, we use a MERV 8 filter, and I change this every 30 to 45 days. But recently, I decided to put a different filter in the system just to demonstrate what it looks like in the filter if you don't change it often enough. Here is what the filter looks like, or looked like, before it went into my system. Here is what it looked like when it came out, and I left it in for 3 straight months. That is disgusting. You can see the before and after difference between the two filters, and this is what will happen. Your filter will get clogged, it will not filter everything out, and it will start to pass that dirt through itself into your system. So the lower end of the scale is your better option by default. In our last home, we had a 4-inch filter for our house. We had a MERV 11 4-inch filter, and I would set my Amazon subscribe and save for every 6 months so that I knew when that filter showed up, it was time for me to change it. And that's how I remembered to make that change for that system. 1 to 3 months for a 1-inch filter, 6 to 12 months for a 4-inch filter, and you generally want to be in that MERV 5 through 8 range. But there's another system in your home that needs maintenance every year, and I would bet you're not doing it. And it has to do with your hot water heater. And for more information on what that is, click or tap on this video. And until the next time, keep doing it yourself.